Welcome back. It's Dr. Jen Bunny, better known as DocJenFit, Doctor of Physical Therapy, owner and founder of Gen Health, your one-stop for all aches and pains that you're feeling within your body. And today we're specifically talking about 2 exercises I love. They're super accessible and they're really going to help, especially if you're noticing a little bit of a bunionette happening on the side of your foot. Now, as people love to point out on some of my videos, I do have a little bit of a bunionette. My pinky toe is starting to come in. So these exercises, especially for me, are so incredibly important so that we are helping to maintain the stability and strength and hopefully prevent increased movement and potentially help to reverse it by gaining the strength and stability at the bottom of the foot. Now, surprise, surprise, as a physical therapist, I can have things going on in my body as well and things that I'm working on just like you. So I hope that you enjoy these, and we're going to do a little bit of assessment too, just so that we understand what's going on and what we need to improve upon. We're going to assess our pinky toe. Sometimes this little toe gets left behind and literally can start to hide into the other toes. I know this is sometimes the hardest toe to isolate and really move. So we want to be working on the strength and stability at the bottom of the foot that helps to move that toe out to the side. This is going to help so much with that spread overall, but also could reduce what we're seeing with bunionettes, where you kind of get that outer portion of the foot kind of poking out there, just like a bunion on the other side. So what we're going to do is kind of see what's going on. What are we observing? So if I were to keep the ball of my feet on the ground and just lift my toes, when I spread them, does my pinky toe move? And you could do this sitting too. If like standing is just a little too much, you need to sit and really focus on it. That's totally fine. But if I just lift my toes and try to spread them, does my pinky toe move? Now let's see the other side as well. Keeping the ball of the foot down on the floor, I'm just going to lift my toes and spread them apart as much as I can. Does that pinky toe move? So this is really what we're looking at. Now, we don't just want to know if that pinky toe can move. We also want to know, is it stable? Does it maintain that strength and stability of the foot, especially when I'm walking or I'm doing single leg activities? So to test this, we're just going to stand on a single leg. So try not to think about it too much. Come onto a single leg and lift your other leg up. Now, what I want to observe is, does my foot kind of roll out to the side where that pinky toe wants to keep coming up? This is a really good indicator if I don't have that strength and stability on the side of my foot to really keep that toe and the ball of my foot that helps that transverse arch stay controlled and stabilized. I want all 3 points from my heel, my big toe, and my pinky toe to really stay stable. And if that's not happening, this is a really good way of just observing. So 10 to 30 seconds, kind of see what's happening. Maybe you're falling more toward that ball, that pinky toe side, or maybe you notice that it starts to want, your foot kind of wants to wiggle in and that pinky toe kind of lifts up. So you do the same thing on the other side, about 10 to 30 seconds. You don't need a ton of time, but maybe try to look around, try to throw yourself off balance, because I want you to see what happens. Does my foot want to come in? Does it lack that control on that side of the foot? This is something that we want to work on. We want to work on not only being able to move and stabilize through those muscles, but gain the strength and stability when it matters. So one of the exercises is one of our assessments. All we're going to do is lift the toes, and with the toes lifted, I'm really focusing on just that pinky. I'm going to try to touch it to the floor. So I'm tapping it out and I'm coming back in, tapping it out and in. And we're going to do about 10 of those. So go really slow. Try to push it down into the floor and then come back in. Try to push it down into the floor. Now my pinky toes move really well, but I did notice that when I was in that single leg balance, my side of my foot doesn't like to stay down as much, which could be contributing to the lack of stability that I'm having that forms kind of that bunionette on the side of my foot. So I know where I need to work. It might not be as much on this exercise, but it might be on the next one. Okay. So you're going to do about 10 on each side. Now, this is an exercise, right? So we're thinking about going slow, holding it, really getting that pinky out to the side and starting to move. If your pinky is not moving at all, maybe you're starting more with just passive toe spreads. Okay. Getting some toe splays in between your toes, spending time having those toes separated, just gaining that mobility, and then working on generally just lifting and spreading those toes before we can really think about isolating just that pinky toe. But this is something that you're realizing, maybe I need to work toward this or start building this in a little bit more. Okay. Then we're going to take the band. So taking the band here, now we're going to have that band on the outside. So under kind of the ball of my pinky toe and my pinky toe, I want to lift, spread, reach, hold that there. So my goal is not to let it move. And now I'm going to come into a single leg balance, not letting that pinky toe lift up. We're doing about 30 seconds here. So again, if this feels really easy, you're kind of looking around, throw yourself off balance, pull up on the band, see if it's going to come out or if it wants to move. I almost felt it come out. So this is definitely an exercise that I need. Again, we're going to put it on the outside so it's like the ball of the pinky and the pinky toe that I'm going to smash down into the floor here. Picking up that band, and you want to put some tension here because when we have tension on here, then we're going to really make it work to have to stay down. So now coming into that single leg balance. And again, you can look around. It's about 30 seconds. So really lifting, kind of throwing yourself off, making yourself work here. That's what we want. We're working on that transverse arch, keeping that toe, that pinky toe down, making sure that foot doesn't lift. So this is where you get to kind of see which exercise do I need more, or do you need both? Do you need to work on that lift, spread, reach of that pinky toe, or do you need to work more on the balance? Of course, if you found one was needing a little more attention and love, you can always do a couple more rounds and spend more time here. Now, assessing what's happening on your foot and your pinky toe is important, but bunionettes are not just a result of the pinky toe. We have to see what's going on in the entire foot complex and the ankle. And that's why I have a Barefoot mini course that really takes you through full assessment from mobility to strength and stability. And we're even adding an extra week so that we go beyond just the feet, but how the feet respond into our hips, our core, our pelvic floor. So this is a really important course. We have a huge discount that you can use just for watching this YouTube video, and you get lifetime access. So I hope you'll check that out.
Don't forget, if you love what you're learning, I have so much more in stock for you. So hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos I've done in the past, and leave any comments of any suggestions that you have for videos in the future. And I can't wait to help you feel incredible and amazing within your body.